In today's video, we are diving into one of the most widely used statistical tests in research, the chi-square test. If you have ever wanted to find out whether two categorical variables are related, this test is for you. So grab your notebooks, let's break this down step by step with an example and even learn how to run it in SAS. The chi-square test, also known as the chi-square test of independence, is a nonparametric test used to examine whether there is a significant association between two categorical variables. In simple words, it helps us answer, is there a relationship between variable A and variable B? For example, is gender related to whether students prefer online learning or in-person learning? That's exactly what chi-square can tell us. Before using the chi-square test, there are few important assumptions to check. Variable must be categorical, like gender, male and female, or preference, online, in-person. Observation must be independent. Each participant or case can only belong to one category in each variable. Expected cell frequency. Ideally, each expected cell count should be at least 5. These are the small data set for today's session. Let's imagine we have a small data set of university student and we are studying whether a gender is associated with preferred learning mode. So in here we have two categorical variable. First one is gender, male and female. Second one is learning preference like online and in person. Now let's turn this dataset into a research question. Is there a significant association between gender and preferred learning mode among university students? To test this question, we will set up our hypothesis like this. Null hypothesis, there is no association between gender and preferred learning mode. Alternative hypothesis, there is a significant association between gender and preferred learning mode. If our chi-square test gives us a p-value less than 0.05, we will reject the null hypothesis and conclude that gender and learning preference are related. This is a SAS comment. Anything between slash and star is ignored by SAS. Data student semicolon. This start a data step and tell SAS to create a dataset name student. Input student ID, gender $mark, learning preference $mark semicolon. Input defines the variables and their order when reading the following raw data. Student ID, a numerical variable. Gender $mark, the dollar means gender is a character variable. Learning preference $mark, the $mark means learning preference is a character variable. If you wanted student ID to be read as a character, you have to put $marks after it. Here, numerical is correct. Data line semicolon. This tells us that the line immediately following contains the raw data values to be read by input. So these are the data. Runs semicolon ends the data step and tells us to exclude it. After run semicolon, the student dataset exit within the specific variable and observations. Step 2, run the chi-square test. Again, this is a SAS comment. Proc freq data equals student semicolon. This evokes the FREQ procedure which computes frequency table and can run test of association like chi-square. Data equals student tells proc freq to use the student dataset created earlier. Table gender star learning preference tells us to produce a two-way contingency table of gender by learning preference. The slash begin the list of table options. CHISQ requests the chi-square test. Expected requests the SAS print the expected cell count. No row suppresses printing of row percentage in the contingency table output. No call suppress printing of column percentage. No percent suppress printing of cell percentage. Using these three, no row, no call, no percents, gives a clean table that only shows observed counts. You can remove no call, no row, no percent if you want SAS to show row, column, overall percentage. And lastly, run semicolon. Excludes proc FREQ and produce output. Let's interpret our output results. In here, we got 0.6956 as our p-value. So, our p-value is greater than 0.05. Therefore, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. This means there is no statistically significant association between gender and learning preferences. In simpler words, male and female students show similar preferences for online versus in-person learning.